I'm Naomi McKay, and we're sitting here just south of Naomis, BC on the Arrow Lakes. The Arrow Slocan region is an amazing place for paddling for a number of reasons. I think firstly, the diversity of opportunity and the lakes that are here. We're currently sitting on the Columbia River, which swells into the Arrow Lakes between two mountain ranges, the Selkirk and Monashee mountain ranges. There's 230 kilometers of paddling between Revelstoke and Castlegar, which if you just do the math, is 460 kilometers of shore that you can paddle up and down, primarily by yourself. There's not a lot of boat traffic on the lake. Because it's so remote, there are a number of places you can pull over and have a picnic or overnight if you want to do the full paddle over a long period of time. That's pretty unique for BC. A lot of places where kayakers frequent are really busy, particularly on the west coast, and here it's really remote. Similarly, the Slocan Lake and the Kootenay Lake are also quite remote, so there's not a lot of other people on them. And I believe that the Slocan Lake is even restricted in terms of, the motorized traffic that's on it. So it provides a really special place to paddle and to be by yourself or to be with a small group of people without a lot of background noise or boat traffic or civilization. So it's a really remote and beautiful place to paddle in the mountains. So I started paddling just over 30 years ago on the west coast of British Columbia when I lived down there for university and for a number of years. So I have 30 years of paddling under my belt. I also sailed competitively on the west coast, so I have spent 3 decades on the water, and not including, of course, growing up here and spending my youth on this water. So I have a considerable amount of experience, and I'm comfortable paddling on the west coast and paddling around the tides and currents and big surf on the west coast. But I'm also very comfortable paddling here. And in terms of accessibility, I think that's what makes this area really unique, is that you can be an expert paddler and you can cover a lot of ground and see absolutely jaw-dropping scenery. But you can also be a novice paddler and you can hop in a recreational boat and take off from the public beach and paddle around the shore in 24-degree water in the summertime and feel comfortable and feel safe. That being said, of course, we should always be safe around water. But I think that that's what's so wonderful about here, is that if you want to get into sea kayaking and you want to feel what it's like to be in an 18-foot boat that's got a 22-inch beam, this is a really good place to try, because you'll feel comfortable. The shore landings are not difficult. The conditions are not difficult. You're not dealing with rising tides and currents. You're dealing with generally near calm water. And in the summertime, it's water that you wouldn't mind falling in because it's so warm to swim in. If there's anything else I could say, is that Naomis is often overlooked in the Kootenays, I think. It's a really small place, and there's been a lot more awareness in the last few years, particularly because of our gorgeous hot springs and the helicopter skiing that's been here for a long time. But if you're traveling in Canada this summer, which I hope you are, I think coming to the Kootenays is a really great idea if you want to do some phenomenal alpine hiking with wildflowers and snow-capped peaks. But if you want to enjoy the water, this is a really special place. Like I said, there's not many places in British Columbia where you can hop in a boat and pull up on shore and pitch a tent. There's a lot of crown land here. There's a lot of vacant land here. There's a lot of really beautiful beaches. And if you want that rugged experience, you can have it. Conversely, if you want to stay somewhere absolutely gorgeous, you can stay at Halcyon Hot Springs. You can stay at a number of waterfront cabins that are available through private landowners. It's the best of both worlds. You can really enjoy a well-rounded experience here. If you're planning to go somewhere this summer, stay in Canada, come to BC, come to central BC, come to the West Kootenays, and come to the Arrow Slocan region, because the hiking's phenomenal, the paddling's phenomenal, the people are super friendly. It really is a paradise in my mind. It's usually not raining. It's usually really beautiful here in the summer, but it is the only inland temperate rainforest in the world, so we get more rain, but that also means we have greener trees and bigger ferns and lots of moss and lots and lots of water. So it's a really special place to be. It's usually pretty sunny this time of year, but today happens to be a rainy day, and that's just fine. So if you want to see some photos and be inspired and maybe plan your next adventure, I have an Instagram account at Naomi Paddles, and I post photos and reels of paddling around here as well as some other places, but mostly here, and hopefully that will inspire you to come join me on the water.